Wassail, beautiful people. We're at Battle Abbey. So this is Battle Abbey Gatehouse. And this is really the birth of the story of England. On the 14th of October in 1066, there was a battle here on this very land, which is often referred to as Senlac Hill. And William of Normandy came over and he defeated the Saxon king, who was called Harold Godwinson. I think he was Harold II. He died from an arrow in the eye, according to the Bayeux Tapestry. And so William of Normandy became William the Conqueror. And he built this abbey. This is Battle Abbey School. It's a private girls' school, but we're going to be going on a tour of the battleground and the abbey ruins, because obviously during the English Reformation into the Church of England, the abbey was decommissioned, and I think that was in 1538, but you can go online and check the facts, don't believe me. So here at the side of the gatehouse is part of the town of Battle, which is obviously full of very, very old buildings. This one being from the Tudor period. He's got a battle axe, and I don't know what the message is quite, but I've been hearing think of a battle axe in new ways, so hopefully that might reveal itself on this journey. I think it's probably got something to do with knowing when to cut the ties of battles, personal battles that we're enduring all the time. And here is part of the space that is the battlefield, or was. I mean, there's still often an energy, but it's interesting, although this has the frequency of death, doesn't feel like Le Havre felt, with the energy of aggressive explosions channeled into the earth. There's something about this feeling a little gentler. Beautiful light as we go down this pathway around the battlefield. I see going around the edge of the battle, skirting issues, not necessarily striking into the heart of things. And then coming just here, there's the most beautiful smell, but there's a kind of slightly stagnant pool of emotions just here. But the smell of hawthorn blossoms and springtime is just totally delicious here. I just sat down and put my hand in to select a card from the rune deck, and I knew this one would come today. Nide. So Nide is the war rune, the fear tune, the battle hymn, the grim song sung too long, the war of one to be won alone in our shadows. We hold the blooded ravens fast, whisper a fresh melody in the silence, murder our crows and grow stronger. Thoggen's golden key of life. Absolutely huge arrow sculpture, symbol, driven hard. Arrows became very much the symbol of victory here, because Harold Godwinson died supposedly when he received an arrow raining down from the Normans that struck him in the eye. I've been given the card of Ur, and there's a message coming with it that's talking about the difference between life and death is that they're both a form of living, but choosing to live in the real world, in the physical form, is a gift that we asked for, but how it can so easily be lost through our desire to conquer something from without ourselves rather than something from within ourselves. I've drawn the card of sulfur, and the energy I'm picking up from this is about an insight into new future energies, but there's an energy of God-given gifts. There's an energy within this of applying gifts, people experiencing things, and then I don't want to really call it fate, but there's an energy of outside forces bringing something to your world that is kind of slightly shocking and not in harmony with your own destiny. An interesting frequency to have from Cardinal, Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. New narratives. Maybe we all need to focus on new narratives that are not about the inner battles that we constantly go through. Maybe it's time to end those inner battles. So I'm sitting here with these two figures, frozen in time, still battling. And I've drawn Hengetru and Scorpio. And Scorpio is besting Bête Noires. And the immediate question I'm hearing is whose Bête Noires are you besting? Because there is this energy here of being forced into battles, being forced into experiences that were not your own. So just now at that tree, it was talking about the South Node gifts that we come in with being interrupted. It's also interesting that it has Bête Noires, because that's the French language. And it's from this point onwards, with William being a French Duke, that the French language begins to merge with the Anglo-Saxon language. And we've already seen the rise of the italic alphabet kind of blending in with the runes before eventually it supersedes the runes as a written language. But we still have the runes as a magic culture. This is one of my favourite colours, the soft pink hawthorn tree. It's a May tree, it's the 1st of June, it's fibbing. There's an energy I'm picking up around here. Will you not look round the corner? Will you not go round and see some kind of new energy on the other side of things? So wherever your corner is, whether it be a locale or just a thought in your mind, will you not go round the corner and see what's arising on the other side? Well, won't you? It's interesting walking around. There's no coherency to the messages. It's like voices from all over have their own stories to tell. So part of the battle mythology is that William was said to be wounded, and it started to cause people to shift, to be in fear, to sense a battle being won or lost. And then it's said that the English, the Saxons, were retreating, and suddenly he rounded on them and removed his helmet to say, I am unmasked, I show my face, I am still here, this battle can be won. And there is this frequency that's coming through. At first it was like a distortion, but it's talking about the original Nide rune, the war with one to be won. Take off your mask, be your truth, and you can win your own inner battle. You don't have to keep fighting it. So the entire Battle of Hastings was described in the Bayeux tapestry, and it's actually needlecraft. We have rune 41 needle. I feel this energy where the lower borders of the tapestry are filled with people stitching the images of the battle slain, the fallen, the dead. And this made me think about what that would be like for these fledgling Christians. What did they make of stitching and crafting those that lost their lives? Because there's a separate energy here of the mournfulness of widowhood. You know, the expectations, the hopes, the dreams of others that their loved ones would come back. And yet the ego of this man, William, Duke of Normandy, created so much misery for individuals on both sides. In war, there are no winners. There are really just many, many losers. So I'm not sure how this works, but this was the Abbey's redactor, or latrine. And supposedly, as we wander down here, this had a direct access from the monks' dormitories. And supposedly, these archways were to make it easier to access, and I guess they did their duties here. And apparently it washed down, it says down the valley, but what they're not saying is it washed down onto the battlefield. Whether there was something possibly deeply cleansing about monks and what they passed, I don't know. So this is inside one of the few actually remaining buildings. And I didn't bring a guide because I like to just feel into the energy of space and place. But these vaulted ceilings are absolutely gorgeous. So this is the most beautiful yew hedge, and actually if we wander this way, and you can see it goes up quite far, there's a little moment here where in amongst the yew the holly bursts through, and then you continue along and it's still all the way up. And there's some ivy to go with the holly just for Christmas, Yuletide. Oh, and look, a little elderflower. Elder. It's like the wall of wisdom. It's got all the magical trees. Here is blackberry, the bramble. Delicious fruits in the autumn. Great with apples and a pie. And it's still going on. It's going on. The wall hedge of yew trees. It feels so beautiful. Hello, gorgeous hedge. It's still going on. I left my bag miles away now. And here, there's a little pathway through, and look, yews either side going all the way down and all the way up. And here is the spot of the high altar, assumed to be the spot where King Harold died. I just want to kind of say that in the confusion of war, who the hell would remember where Harold fell? I do love an urn, always. But this one's also making me think of the readings to do with the snake bearer. There's something of the Medusa, but two serpents entwining as one consciousness. So that's the full moon in Ophiuchus that will be taking place in a couple of days. You can watch the reading. So here are the original precinct walls. A bit steep. Not triggering my vertigo at all, because they have no fence on this side. But if we wander down here, you can see part of the gatehouse in a moment, and Battle High Street, and some fabulous rooftops, all wibbly and wobbly. So this was Battle Abbey, the birthplace of the new cosmopolitan English, I guess. If you want to join in the Healing Oracle fun, then pop across to liffruma.com, where you can purchase a copy of the deck for yourselves. Wassail!